YouTube, welcome back to the channel. A lot of today's video is going to be looking at these Path to Glory cards. When should we buy them? How can we make coins on them and trading with them? Also, when should we be selling these cards? And we're also just going to look at what content to be expecting in the next few days. But before we get into all of that, we have to talk about content today on Sunday. And again, guys, if you want cheap, fast, reliable coins on FC25, make sure you check out u7buy.com and use code Teddy at checkout. You will get 8% off your order. u7buy.com, code Teddy at checkout. Link is in the description down below. All right, so Sunday content, we're going to start off with the player SBC. Koi G, past Arsenal player right here. Hector Bellerin flashback card. I think it's a flashback to one of his previous shapeshifters. That's why he's a left back and not a right back. He can play left back, center mid, and left wing. The card looks really, really solid, actually. If you could get Bruiser Playstyle Plus onto him, this would actually be a really good left back, in my opinion. He's got maxed out pace, so you can use a chemistry style just to boost defending and physicality alone, and I think it could actually be a pretty decent card. So he's only going to cost 60k, really cheap. Now, continuing through content, we did get a challenge SBC, nothing super crazy, just UEFA Women's Challenge number 2. Not even going to spend much time looking at that. We're going to come back to that Encore player pick. Something really cool that we got though, in Evolution SBC, center back and rolls plus Evo. This is pretty cool. 88 and 89 rated squad. Real quick, I kind of want to pull up Footbin to see what the best options seem to be in this. One of my first thoughts was Vieira. I also thought maybe Hullet. Center back. Okay, people are putting it on Tio Hernandez. 98 rated Tio Hernandez. Oh, you put him in the footies countdown. That's crazy. That's kind of crazy. Okay, people are getting 98 rated Tio Hernandez. That's interesting. Vidic. Oh, shapeshifter Vidic. I see. So people are making their Vidic so he can play center back. Anyone else? Anyone else in here? Okay, nothing else crazy trending. I was thinking maybe Vieira, maybe Hullet, or maybe people are doing this Vieira. That's why he's trending, or not. Okay. But yeah, kind of a cool Evo right there if you want a player to play center back, or if you need a center back to have the actual center back role that you want, you can do it with that Evo. Now, the upgrade SBC, it's just kind of disappointing. I'm not going to lie. It's basically the same thing, except you get Shapeshifter Team 2 icons. So now Shapeshifter Team 1 and Shapeshifter Team 2 icons are in this player pick. You can do it 3 times instead of 2. They went back, because I don't believe it was this the previous time, but they went back to some exact rating requirements. One of them being exact rating 89. So I actually said on stream immediately, you know, you could probably go buy some 89 rated cards. They were around 7k. They're already up in price now. So if you did buy them, you're making almost 2,000 coins per card, little less than that. I think it's like 1,500 coins per card you're making if you did buy 89s at content. So GG if you did that. That was just a quick content trade because, hey, you see 7 89s and higher, but people are just going to use 89s because of that. We thought, hey, let's pick up 89s, but this is like a lot of squads for this SBC, and there's a decent chance you're just going to get dookie. So boring, disappointing, don't really want it. I've been hoping they re-release the previous Encore player pick that we had. That was a 1 of 15, like all previous promo card player pick. That thing was awesome. A lot of people enjoyed that. If they could release that again, I think a lot of people would be happy. A lot of people would do it. I know I would do it because I want Neymar, but is what it is. And that was the SBC content. We did get an evolution, and we got a cup as well. There's a cup, female Euro cup. It's not crazy, to be honest. The rewards aren't insane. They're not horrible, but they're not like wow, incredible. The evolution that we got right here, it's fairly popular on FootGG, 73% upvote. Maybe there's like some stuff I'm missing out on. It doesn't seem crazy to me, to be honest. It does give some cards that are good already a little bit more of a boost, but it's not, I don't know. It's not insane. Maybe you got to put it on like the not as good cards? I don't really know. There's got to be something that I'm missing out on this evolution, to be honest. I know you do get center attacking mid. I will say that the card does get center attacking mid. Maybe that's what's so special about it. I might be missing something because there's a lot of upvotes. I mean, I can just check flipping real quick. I guess people are putting Mbappe into it. People are putting some Henry's into it. I had someone on stream telling me they were putting an Evo Mbappe. Like there was the cut and curl Evo. They put on gold Mbappe, and then they put that Evo'd Mbappe into this one. So maybe it's something like that. Maybe there's some chain Evos that look really solid with that evolution. But that was content drop. Now let's get into the market, guys. Let's get into the juice. Let's talk about what probably a lot of you are here for. How are we making coins? What path to glories are we buying? I already picked up a Reon. What did I buy her for? I got her for 319. I wouldn't be surprised if these cards just rise. Sunday, squad battle rewards, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I wouldn't be surprised if these cards go up in price, and then maybe have another dip on Thursday with rival rewards. We could see something like that. So if you want to buy some cards now, and then if you want to be safe, just sell them before rival rewards, you could do that. But I wouldn't be surprised if you just start to see hype build for these cards because they are live. People are going to buy them because they can get upgraded, and you might just see them go up. They might not really come down that much on Thursday, just because there might be a lot of people that are looking to buy these cards, to invest in these cards. So you might, with all those people ready to buy, waiting to buy, you might not really see them come down, is basically what I'm trying to say. So if you want to pick up some of these cards, I don't think it's a horrible idea. Now, what cards to buy exactly? Let's kind of get into that now. We were talking about it on stream today. I wasn't able to stream too long. I had a birthday party to go to, and then I went with my puppies to, my family had a bit of a cookout, so I had a pretty nice day, but I couldn't stream for a while. But when I did stream, we talked about these cards. So let's kind of get into it a little bit. If the female Euros, it's maybe, you know, not that many of us understand too much about it, what's gonna happen exactly. Just to kind of give you a rundown of everything, and you can kind of make your own decisions. Remember, you know, these are live cards. If they don't do good, their card will go compared to how they do. So say you invest in, like, let's go with Mia Demo, and they don't even win their game, or they lose their game, she's probably not going to go up in price. If anything, she'd go down. So that's the kind of gamble you take when you buy live cards. But we can make calculated purchases, stuff where it's like, okay, they're probably going to win. Also, you can buy the card and then sell before they even play. If you want to just be fully safe, foolproof, just sell these cards before they play their game. They'll probably be up in price before the games are even played, because hype will build up. People will know that these cards are live, and they'll go up beforehand. So we're just kind of buying before other people buy, although a lot of these cards are already up, so people have started to buy. Now, I'll give you guys my opinion on which ones I think are pretty straightforward, as in like decent chance. So looking at the games, Germany looks solid. Gwyn, no, Germany. Wait, let me double check this. Yes, Germany looks solid, because Germany are a decent team. So I'm using a betting odds to kind of gauge where these teams are. Germany, 4th, is where they're placed, tied for 3rd to win the whole tournament, and they're up against Poland, who are last. They're tied in last with Wales. So looking at Germany, very likely going to win their game. Who's very popular card? Gwyn. You could maybe go for Schuler. I'm not like super crazy about this one. She does fluctuate up and down. If you were gonna buy her, I'd say you'd want her closer to 15k. PC, she seems like a decent area at 14k on PC. Doesn't seem bad, but console, you're gonna want probably closer to 15k. Now, Gwyn, honestly, anywhere in this 250,000 coin range, I don't mind. Whoa, down on PC, you could probably buy that. I'd buy that on PC. That price right there, I'd buy it on PC. On console, you want closer to 250. We have seen this card on console fluctuate like quite a bit. You can see right here, 238 to 280. She was actually like up at 290 and then back down. So a lot of fluctuations on this card. Definitely some hype. She looks solid, looks like a solid card. Good play styles, good play style pluses. And they're very likely going to win their game fairly comfortably. So she should be getting upgrades. And let me check her group again. She should get out of her group. And if she gets out of her group, that's another upgrade. So that's kind of how you look into these cards. You want to look at upgrade wise, how do they look, what are their odds of getting out of the group, and kind of how does the card look. So I think Gwyn could be a decent pickup. The German cards, I think, is there 2 or 3? There's 3, but I don't really think Minge is going to be that popular of an option, which is a weird one to say because honestly, your card doesn't look horrible. Ping, pass, incisive plus, intercept, bruiser. Doesn't look like a horrible card. I'm not going to lie. If you wanted to, maybe don't expect her to like skyrocket, but if you want to try to pick up a couple, she's 14K, 13K right here. Maybe just try to get like 500 coin, 1,000 coin undercut, something like that on bids or snipes. Hi. Yeah, YouTube. Brooks here. Can't get rid of her. Sorry. If you want to pick up a couple of those, might not be like a horrible idea. Now, that is Germany. Ooh, Reon. She's up even more. Really? Is that current price? Wow, 350. Holy crap. Oof. That's up. Okay, so that's Germany. The other nation I wanted to talk about, let me just double check it, make sure I get it correct. I was watching Netherlands. This is a tricky one. This is Miedema. This is one where I don't know how long we'd want to hold necessarily. Now, here's the issue here. England and France are like top teams, and Netherlands is in the same group as them. But the thing is, Netherlands are up against Wales. That's their first game. So since that's their first game, Wales is the worst, basically the worst team in the tournament. So looking at Miedema, she's down in price as well. She was up at, I think, 29,000 coins. I think this is a really solid pickup right here for on console. It's a really good looking card. She's got all the play styles that you want. And then another boost to her stats. I think it's going to help the card out quite a bit. So I like Miedema. I don't think there's any other Dutch cards. Yeah, now let's talk about some of the other cards. So French cards, there's no England cards that you can buy. The French cards in bulk, is in bulk decent? No, you wouldn't want to touch that card. So you got Gayoro and you have Cascarino. More specifically, Cascarino I prefer. Gayoro's not bad, but Cascarino I think is fairly meta. If France beat England in this game, those cards are going to go up a lot, but that's the gamble. That's a hard game. That's a really tricky game. That is a game that you, if you want, you could just watch live. And if France are winning, pick up some of these French Path to Glories. It's a risky one. It's up to you if you want to make that kind of a move. So that's my take on the French cards. It's tricky. That's all it is. They have a really tough group. The other one, Spain. I mean, it's simple. It's Spain. You want to pick up the Spain cards, it's Spain. They are the best nation, and they're very likely going to win the whole thing. So if you do want to pick these cards up, just kind of try to wait to get them on a low trend. I was looking to get this card for 1.7 million coins on stream. I didn't get her before I ended the stream, and now she's almost 2 million coins. So yeah, you can see she's expensive. This is right around when I wanted to buy her, and see if maybe she can pull back down a little bit, maybe like 1.8, 1.7. But honestly, a card like this, she looks really solid. She could just rise and rise and rise. So yeah, I mean, she's got everything. She's got the low driven playstyle plus quick step first touch. That's going to help with speed boost. Technical, it's not horrible. But Tiki Taka, Rapid, Trickster, Travella, it's a good card. And like I said, again, it's Spain, so probably does really good. Continuing through the other nations, who else do we have? Was I watching harder? No, I wasn't. Yeah, she's fully min price anyway. Rolfo was one I was really interested in. Now, the issue with Rolfo is Sweden are up against Denmark. And if you look in the rankings, Sweden and Denmark, they're fairly close to each other. I don't know how big of a difference it is necessarily, but Sweden are the team that's favored to win that game. So if you wanted to take the gamble, Rolfo 250, honestly, solid. I'd buy that at 250. What's PC looking like? Let's check out PC. PC 240. Honestly, that 220 price is really solid on PC. On console, I don't mind the 250. on console. I'd say 250 is like probably the max I'd look to get. So that is the Rofo situation. But like I said, her first game is somewhat difficult. But when you look at her group in total, she should get out. It's just what the result of the Denmark game is. If they beat Denmark, they're going through. So then you're going to see her get the rating upgrade. Because if here, I'll just show you how it is again, so you can maybe get a reminder. If they score 3 goals, they get a +1 overall upgrade, which if you get through the groups, you know, you should be getting that +1 fairly easily. And then if they qualify, get out of the group stages, that's 5-star skills, 5-star weak foot, and they get another position. And we talked about this in the previous video. If this Rofo gets another position, she's left back, left wing, left mid. If they give her a midfield position, that'd be really solid. There's a 210 right now on PC on that Rofo. Damn, the 250 got bought up. Just below 260. Try to get close to 250. These cards are fluctuating up and down a little bit. So that's the Rofo situation right there. I'm kind of, you know, just throwing out all these cards for you guys. Another one that has crazy potential. You guys saw, I already bought this card. Looks like she's actually 360. I bought her for 319. You can see right here, she was actually down. Some big fluctuations on this card. If you see her come back down to like 320, 330 on console, I think I would buy her. Her first game, who was it up against? Switzerland. So this was another one where they're basically ranked the same, so it's a little tricky. But if you look at their group in total, they should get out, because it's, I believe, Iceland and Finland, and they're much higher ranked. But I don't know, I really don't know how these go exactly. But Norway should they're favored to get out of their group. First game might be a tricky one, but in total they should go all the way through. And this Reon card with another +1, maybe another position if they give her, I don't know, right wing or something like that, and 5-star skills, 5-star weak foot, it'll be a pretty sick card. So I bought a Reon already. I like it. Now 400k on PC. Let's just check that out. No, I mean, you could do 400k flat, but you'd probably want to get her below 400, just looking at how she was. But if you want, you could do 400k flat, but you should be able to get it for less than that. And that's pretty much it for all the cards that we're watching. Everything else, I'm not really looking to touch them. So I mean, I just basically went over it, every single Path to Glory card. So that's the situation with those cards. You can buy them now, and if you want, you can be safe and sell them before rival rewards, or be safe and sell them before their games. But I'll just let you know, we talked about it in the previous video, the Path to Glory cards last year out of packs skyrocketed. They went crazy. Friday, when they went out of packs, they went nuts. They did come down a little bit on Thursday with rival rewards. They did. But then after that, they just flew. Let's look at some of the Copa America ones. Let's see how these cards did. Again, you're just going to see they flew. So Thursday, 890k. And then let's just look at the next Thursday. So from 890k to 1.7 mil, literally in 1 week, doubled. Tyler Adams, this is a USA one. Let's see how he did. Again, a USA card Thursday. Let's look at him the following Thursday. What was that, 240 to 411, 246 to 411. So again, last year, the Path to Glory cards went crazy. They went bonkers. So I do think you can pick these cards up, whether you're buying them now or whether you buy them on Thursday, and then just wait for them to go out of packs. I know some of them, it starts Wednesday. The games start on Wednesday, so maybe you bought a card and they play on Wednesday, or they play on Thursday, so it's a little tricky. But I do think you could just hold these cards until they're out of packs. I think it's a simple investment, and I don't think it's that risky, especially if you go for some of the cheaper ones. Like that Mia Dema's, that's a really cheap card. And yeah, that's the rundown on the Path to Glory cards. Now, just a quick run through on the rest of the market. Team of the weeks, team of the seasons. You guys are probably going to sell those on Tuesday, maybe Wednesday. Team of the weeks, definitely on Tuesday. Anything else? It's pretty much it. If you're going to buy any of the shapeshifters, you're going to wait for rival rewards, definitely. And I mean, not definitely. Let me check those cards out. I believe, I just want to check, have they been hitting their low on like Tuesday? Let me just double check this. Nah. Yeah, you're gonna wait till around rival rewards, either Wednesday if they come down a little bit, or just wait for rival rewards. it's the safer play if you want to pick up any of the current shapeshifter cards. So that's that. Let's get into the upcoming content and some leaks. So we're gonna head over to Discord for that. One more, Pat. Can I get a shapeshifter? Nope, I cannot. I can't believe I thought I was gonna pack 100 shapeshifter cards. Thought I could pack 100 of them from this current team. That is not going down very well. This is talking about the player pick from today, saying we're going to get the team 2 icons in the player pick. These were some of the evolutions coming. That was from the objective. That was the SBC, the center back position in roles 1. This is one of the SBCs and objectives to expect Charles. I don't think that came out today. Yeah, I don't think she was a part of the objective. And that is actually it. So tomorrow's Monday. Expect those 82 plus player picks to be gone. Thank you. Those things were horrible. And Tuesday, expect some sort of upgrade. SBC every day. Every Tuesday, we get some sort of upgrade. Wednesday, we get some sort of upgrade. That shapeshifter upgrade, shapeshifter team 3 upgrade. We should get something like that. And then Friday, we have another shapeshifter squad. Yes, shapeshifter team 4. I can't wait. And then another Path to Glory team 2, which was already leaked. We looked at it in the previous video. And yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. If you guys do have any questions, let me know in the comment section down below. My trading Discord, Twitch live stream description down below. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.